All right, let us start off strong. Listen, I'm totally neutral, guys, here. I'm just trying to report. But I will say the end of this clip was genuinely funny. So I will give DOA that. That was genuinely hilarious.
He needs some meat. They got the matching jumpsuits. You need a jumpsuit's even funnier. God.
So I want to be very clear. I'm editing a lot because he just kept laughing and laughing. And yes, Streets was in a jumpsuit and was like, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. And then, yes, Jessica Palmadessa was next to him. I don't know if she had a full on jumpsuit, but yeah, that's just because Streets is a very tall black man and Jessica's kind of a smallish white girl. So it's like, yes, the tall black man and small white girl are gonna save the Mexicanos in California. Now, granted, DOA's got his own messy coalition, but yeah, it looked kind of weird and strange. And Streets just screaming, "You stay away from him! He's with the child auditing! You stay away from him, instigator!" I'm sure the average person in California is like, "What are you talking about? Who is this? Who are you? What are you talking about?" But I did find it a little weird that Streets doesn't really change his outfits that much. It is his go to his jumpsuits, like, but he usually does like a hoodie. But yeah, like, how's that going to work with the protests? I mean, I get it. He's just there to film the thing and make money, but it's like, how's that symbolically fighting Trump or whoever? I don't know. I will say there's one truth hood. I know Scott in the past was a Trump. He was involved with the January 6th stuff, but I don't think we want to call him. I wouldn't be comfortable labeling him that. But, Streets doesn't care about the facts. So labeling him like one of the January 6th rioter, nah, I don't think we can say that. He was involved with those movements, the truck convoy, these very radical reactionary right wing movements. He also was part of Black Lives Matter in Palestine. I figured it all out. I don't know. I mean, the only common thread is he's really into extreme conspiracy theories. He's really into extreme conspiracy theories and stuff like that. That's the only thread. But yeah, Street's going on into child auditing and January 6th. He's like, there's something there, but you got to be careful how you're doling out the accusations. Okay, so for the new people trying to keep up, Streets has been in LA for a while. He's not native. People make that mistake. No, he's not native to LA. He moved to LA and decided to become a radical activist for money. He does technically have a business, but I've not heard any updates about what the Good Capital does. But yeah, he has technically a company. DOA at least has more consistently. He's been doing the hitchhiking activism, and just parasitically jumping into causes for a while. So at least that's his track record. And there we go. But let's deal with the Central African Jessica Palmadessa question. Did it happen? Yes, he said Africa to Jessica. And I know some people get tired of me saying it, but I actually do have, I do have some specialization there. In fact, I can pull it right now. I can cite, within reason, some things here. Okay, this is Robert Bates pointed out. Robert Bates pointed up the underlying contradiction in these lines of argument. People are said to display both economic shrewdness and political stupidity. Individuals who are assumed to be economically rational and farsighted in their response to market incentives. All politicians, however, appear to be myopic champions of inefficiency. This discrepancy demands an explanation. Okay, and this is Haggard citing Robert H. Bates' Markets and States in Tropical Africa, the Political Bases of Agricultural Policies, University of California, 1981. Alrighty then, and this is from Pathways from the Periphery, Stephen Haggard. So yes, I do specialize a little bit in that stuff, and have studied Africa, specifically Zambia, South Africa, a little bit of Egypt, the Congo, Zaire, and so on and so forth. Yeah, very strange case studies. Anyway, that's actually a pretty famous book. Haggard is a well-known expert. I don't know him personally. I do know people who know of him, but I never met the man. But interesting book. He focuses a lot on Korea in that book, and I'm doing a lot of stuff on Korea now. Okay, well, let us get back to Africa, not Korea, not African Korea, but Africa. So, Jessica, or is it Jessica? Is she now Hispanic too? I don't know. It keeps changing with these guys. So, Jessica was mad that DOA, which he did do, said Africa, and his chat was going to African countries, Benin and Cameroon and so on. And Streets got mad and decided to answer back. Now I will answer why Lara left you. Lara left you because of Africa and romance.
Oh yeah, yes, get off. I was instructing her about countries in Africa. Yeah, a stalker. You're the ones following me. Get it all out, man. Get it all out, Streets. Where's your sunglasses, buddy? Oh yeah, there you go. And a J6er too, right? Do you even know what J6 is? This is your reactive mind, Streets. This is your reactive mind. What are the signs? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tell me about Tony Pierce. Tell me about Tony Pierce, bitch boy. Tell me about Tony Pierce. Tell me about Tony Pierce. Tell me about Tony Pierce. Yeah, get it out. Tony Pierce. Well, you got her. She was.
Well, let me just because okay, so he was saying some false things but true things. So yes, one of Streets' friends. He had to admit this was a Scientologist or very pro Scientologist journalist. And he's open about it. I mean, that's the thing I want about Streets because he hangs out with the Hollywood people a lot. Like, a lot of the Hollywood people are Scientologists. And the answer is yes. So, socially, when he's not on camera, he does hang out with Scientology people. So it's like, okay, that's a little head scratching, but on camera, I hate Scientology. I hate all the I hate all of you. I hate all the Scientology. I'm going to scream at all of them. Okay, that seemed a little weird. Now, he did say that. Is he saying Jessica was in White? I don't know. Or is he saying Jessica is like one of the characters in White? I don't know. I think he's implying that Jessica and Streets are romantically linked. I don't know if they are. I don't know that for a fact. But are they hanging out together? Like, yeah, they traipse around doing camera work together. And yes, Jessica did formally charge DOA with being a stalker. He's stalking. He's a stalker. There is zero evidence that DOA is stalking Jessica Palmadessa. So yeah, I don't know. And yeah, Streets was lying. I already did this in the other video. Yeah, he's lying about the child auditing thing. DOA does not approve. No evidence that DOA is actually formally an official Scientologist or even an indie free zone Scientologist. He is a troublesome figure. And I will note for the record, when he was asked about the Chi issue and possibly the PDF issue, he just laughed it off, saying, she's awesome. I love her. She's amazing. Not really answering the question. And there are alarming questions about what she was doing. Apparently, she was getting into these weird chats with full-on predators and taking off her clothes and impersonating people and doing all kinds of weird, wild stuff. Hey, ladies can do weird, wild stuff. I just don't know if we want to take them seriously as activists. I guess that's my question. But she is very funny. I have to give Chi that. She's a very funny woman. She has good comedic instincts. But again, if Scott is going to put himself out here as the protector of women's from the predator, it's valid to ask these questions. And so far, he's just laughing it off. He's going to laugh it off, say, ha 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 ha. And that's where we are. Love, romance, false accusations, and LA, Los Angeles. And there we are. But I honestly, seriously don't know the romantic status of Streets and Jessica. I don't know. I don't care. And there we are, Anakin. But definitely a weird encounter and a lot to comment on. I'm only getting to the basics. We'll do a lot more. Please become a channel member. Please support the channel if you can. Please support via Super Chats or whatever way you can. And I will see you soon. Please be safe. I've got a lot coming for channel members, so please join. Memberships are fairly affordable. There's already a lot of videos for the basic tier, but I will do more for the higher tiers. And I will see you later. Thank you very much.